This vlog was sponsored by Butterstars Food Company. For your information, I own and operate an online based food business called Butterstars Food Company. In short, we specialize in ready to bake and ready to cook convenience in the form of flaky pastries, burger patties, lasagna, pizza pockets, and so much more. We also provide specialty, customized brunch boxes, ideal for birthday gifts, picnics, meetings, etc. Yes, we also cater. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more details and to start a conversation. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back. It's a holiday in Trinidad. It is Indian Arrival Day. And of course, Nick and I, we like to plan these impromptu trips. Well, this one in particular is not really that impromptu. I've been wanting for a while to try my hand at even more adventure. And so I decided to link with somebody from Mayaro, who will be taking us today into the Nariva swamp, providing that the weather is fine, which is, right now it's actually drizzling. You all might be able to tell that. But it seems as though we might have a beautiful weather, beautiful enough to take us into the swamp safely. One of the things that we would be playing for definitely is the tide that would take us into the swamp because he explained to us, and maybe he'll explain a little further when I introduce him to the vlog, that we definitely, they depend on the tide to take us into and back out of the swamp, so that we could get that full range experience. And one of the things that I know about the swamp, I don't know, because I live like 3 hours away, right? And this will be my first time ever in a swamp. So I don't know who this girl is, but I am excited for the trip. And I know that besides it being a swamp experience, we'll be entering also into the, I think there's a part where we could come off and walk into like a forested area and be able to capture some of the ecosystem on this side of Trinidad, the east side of Trinidad. So that is definitely something that I look forward to. And of course, I decided that if I'm doing it, y'all are gonna be doing it with me. So I hope that you stick around for the rest of this vlog because I'm excited about it and I want to give you the assurance, the promise even that y'all are gonna enjoy this vlog. So stay tuned for what's to come. Right, guys, so I don't know if I mentioned to you before where we were coming today, but our adventure really begins where I'm at, which is at the Nariva swamp. Swamp girl, really? Me? A swamp girl? We will see. Right, this is way out of my comfort zone. This is something that I've never done before. This is not something that I started 2025 thinking that I was gonna be doing. I don't even think I started in May thinking that I would be in the swamp at the end of the month. But as much as I am trying my hand at new things, trying new adventure, trying to overcome certain fears, this is where it led me. This is where I'm at. So be excited about that, that's for sure. And yeah, let us begin this adventure. Let us begin this adventure.
My name is Videsh. Thank you for choosing the River Bush Tours, and we hope we have a good day today. Background information on the swamp. The river swamp is over 11,000 hectares in size, right? Where we are going today is the Bush Wildlife Sanctuary, which is a 1,600 hectare plot within that area. So this little map here will actually show us this entire shaded area here, more or
Right.
less, is the swamp. Then this is the Bush Wildlife Sanctuary. This checkered area here,
The blue?
1,600 hectare. Yeah.
Right.
This little checker here, that's the Bush Wildlife Sanctuary.
Okay, I
It
understand.
is a prohibited area, entry by permit only. I am so fortunate that the forestry division do afford me a permit, an
Right.
extended permit, so I could take guests in there. General information about the swamp. It has 5 different vegetation types. We start off with where you can see the mangroves here, then we progress to swamp forests. Those are trees that can actually grow in a waterlogged area, consist of swamp broadwood and different species.
Okay.
Then we have areas that are dominated by palms, so we label those as palm forests. We have open grasslands, and
Right.
then we have the highland forest, or the seasonal evergreen forest. We'll be taking a hike into.
Right.
The significance of the Nariva swamp. It was declared a Ramsar site in 1991.
What site?
Ramsar.
Ramsar?
Yeah. Now, when you hear,
No idea.
do you know what a Ramsar site is?
No idea.
Right. Simply to put it, when you hear this area is a Ramsar site, or an area that is designated a Ramsar site, it simply means a wetland of international importance.
Okay.
Right. So, little backstory on that. In 1971, in the town of Ramsar, Iran, there was a World Summit where countries were invited to sign a treaty to protect their wetlands.
Right.
Right.
Gotcha.
That year, only 3 countries signed up. We waited like 20 years later, we were invited in 1991.
Yeah.
When we had all this controversy with the rice farmers bashing up Nariva swamp, and they were interfering with the hydrology and draining the swamp and deforestation and stuff. With champions like Molly Gaskin, and they actually, well, she actually championed the fight to get this area.
Who was she?
She's the lady that runs the Wildflower Trust at the moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Swamp girl. I'm a swamp girl.
In our boat.
Hello, what are you?
Oh, let's
Yeah.
One big scary.
I bet one big scary carry a lie. But so far so good. We're in good hands. We're in good hands all here. All right, guys. So we head into the swamp. So oh wow, yes, I see him.
So it's our only crocodilian species we have here. Spectacle caiman, and you can see one
On the right side. Yeah. If you could see properly. Right there.
Okay, buddy, thanks for coming out.
So you say absolutely no fishing in here?
Yeah.
Nice. It's good to, have the protected areas because, we could overdo it. Mm-hmm.
What we know as the red mango.
Yeah.
Why they give it that name? Long ago, people actually harvested the bark of these trees to tan leather. This is what gave leather that red is called.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's, as you go along, you're going to see some black masses or spots in the mango.
Mm-hmm.
Those are our termite nests. Now, termites play a very essential part in our ecosystem. One, it breaks down dead trees.
Yeah.
And two, it acts as a food source for birds, mammals, and reptiles.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that though because, when people see termite nests, the first thing they tend to do is burn them, eh?
Yeah. Same thing with snake and all. I didn't see a snake.
Oh, yeah, same. Well, I can't sympathize with the snake, although, I
There
understand.
are a few species
Right.
that pose no threat to human whatsoever.
Yeah.
And they have one of them that's actually on the map of things. But if you don't know it, we can't identify that we have about this snake to snake.
So we have snakes that hunt snakes?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't even know that.
I did not know that at all.
It's right up.
Really? Where?
That's over your head.
Ah!
That's it.
You see that? Cook tree walk, what they call a cascabel.
Yeah. Yeah, my God, look at snake over my head. What is that?
Cook tree walk or the cascabel.
What is that?
Those are nocturnal hunters also, so they just sleep.
So he's sleeping whole day today.
And in night, we just have to follow the back.
Yeah. That one is called sea snake.
Yeah.
Kind of green it then.
Yeah. Ryan, you want to go up and say
Oh no, I will say hello right here.
Pastella.
I say inside you have anaconda or something too?
Yeah, this is there.
Yeah, man.
And here's the last
He's the only visitor I don't want to see. He's the only person I don't want to see.
last year we released about 3 or 4 inside here.
Oh my goodness.
And the thing is, we haven't seen any for quite some while. Sometime.
I get the green one.
Yeah, only the green one.
Right here he multiply.
Yeah, right here, he's multiplying and getting bigger, having more children.
So it's pretty funny.
They are aquatic, so they
That's
don't
all I'm out to know, yeah.
Hello.
You want to see? We saw them in the Highland Forest there. One of them countries trying to get the Captain monkey, right there, the white one.
Yeah.
They're going after them. And we had sometimes we just see them just passing around them.
Yeah.
when we see anaconda on the channel here,
Right.
it's really dry season. Like when they leave in one area to go to another
To another,
area.
yeah, okay. So we head into the point where we coming out.
Yeah. Alright. Brace for landing.
Oh,
Come on,
flip
come
this
on.
boat here, though. Come out way.
Yeah, you balance it.
Alright.
Go ahead. Nice. Oh, look at it.
Ah, I survived.
Right?
Look, this man ready to fight now.
Right, so this is the fiddler crab. The easy way to identify them, they have one big claw, or what we call gun in Trinidad.
Yeah.
So this is what people refer to as Bushbush Island. But I like to tell them, this is not really an island, it's actually a peninsula. And
Right.
see we have a small blue crab here.
Mm-hmm.
So we have other species like birds, like we have a crab hawk, and other species that come here and they hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Open areas like this, they like to hunt and they will catch crab, they will eat that. We have raccoons, we have a skin. But I
A
don't
raccoon?
in Trinidad, but I haven't actually seen them in the river here.
Okay. Well, I didn't even know we had raccoons
Yeah, we have.
in Trinidad.
They're not in Canada.
Never heard of any stories.
So this hut here was built by an institution known as CARE, a Caribbean institution
Mm-hmm.
that did research on viruses and stuff. This one here in particular, we had doctors actually staying in here and doing research on the yellow fever virus.
Okay.
From their research here, we know that we have a yellow fever outbreak every 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first indicators we see is dead howler monkeys. And it can be transmitted from the monkeys to humans.
To the human,
By
yeah.
a mosquito. So this is why years ago,
Mm-hmm.
state of the art thing, yeah, outside here. The actual virus lab, where they did all the studies and stuff, was a building to the back there. That
Mm-hmm.
was left to the elements, and the forest took it over. So you just only seen like the roof tiles
Right.
and the bit of concrete foundation. Nothing big or much. It's on the wall to the left there. You actually see them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What we know as the incense tree, right? This one, this one. Now see the little berry. Take a smash. Do eat it, eh?
Yeah.
So when I hear and I forget my repellent handling,
This is what you
yeah,
use.
I grab some of this fruit. If it has fruit, I crush it up. I
Mm-hmm.
rub it on the skin, and it helps as a repellent.
Okay.
Now the dry sap is actually a flammable thing. You know, like what it is used to make mothball, camphor.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we can-
I was concerned about where we had to walk. So clearly, if I could do it, you could do it. Because one thing about here, even though it had some rain, dry, the place hard, man, and you could walk. It easy to walk, yeah. So no skating, no slipping, no falling, no none of that. Right? So as yet, as yet. All right. So it was a joke, but yeah. On a serious note, I was concerned about where we had to walk because I don't really do nature like that. Remember, I was asking if I need a boots.
Yeah.
No, you don't need a boots. You can come here in your sneakers, okay? I'll keep branching.
Yeah, man. Well, look at that. Is it?
He's healthy boy. He's big.
Yeah, that's not the thing that you notice.
But he by himself, because normally you see them in bands.
Right.
Yeah.
No, what is happening?
No, a laddie meal in the back, and sometimes I'm heading up in the front.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
how I put around here. And they, sometimes you don't see a solitary male. Why? Because he get beat out and so on from the...
Yeah.
They move like this. You have a dominant male in the troop, and sometimes a new dominant male coming up, a new male coming up then.
Yeah.
And he finds like he what the girls are them.
Right.
So they will make a battle. Now, if the challenger, which is a young guy, he is not successful in the first attempt,
Yeah.
he will just, you tell the big boy that, but bring yourself now, you're ready for this here.
Yeah.
And he will remain in the troop. But if the old chief, if he is defeated, he is banished from the troop. You gotta go from here. So we
Yeah.
are only taking no chance
Well,
of
he ain't gonna
someone.
live long because other people.
No, he will not. No, he will go outside. Sometimes he might bounce up our next troop.
And
And a few more weeks, come on, carrying on things and he go over. He have a big thing coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, thank God, our men don't operate like that.
These monkeys, right? Howler monkeys are said to be the world's loudest land animal, right?
Okay.
So, and I could attest to that because these guys so loud, you can hear them from miles away in this forest. Yeah, man. I have one. He said I'm watching that side.
There's the one that is full of the babies that like when hunters.
Yeah,
That-
Now, monkeys,
Goes back in
they
the
have a
skin.
very close relationship with their offspring. I've noticed the ones with the capuchin. One day I had a guest in here, and they had the adult male, like a toddler, a baby with the mom. So the baby strapped onto the mom, and they're heading out. Daddy gone and he jumped from one tree to the next one. Mom come while she jumped from the tree to the other one.
Right.
Toddler come in the back now and he what so? Well, he started making noise and then he can't jump, he can't jump. So I wondering what's going to happen now. So I sit down and I'm watching them. You know, Daddy come back, throw him on the back, and pass him in a different path around on the same
Really?
tree. They get over to the next tree and say, well, you like showing them, well, you didn't want to jump
Yeah,
there,
you could have passed
around
right,
there,
yeah.
so, and come across.
Like humans. That's amazing to
I
see.
was amazed by that. Yeah. You know, normally like animals out in the wild, everybody for themselves kind of thing.
Yeah, but not them. They're different.
It's different to that.
I didn't know that we had one of the longest hunting seasons. I didn't know that.
You start from the 1st of October.
October
And
and
then February, you know. Right, the next year, 5 months we talking, you know. I was looking at it, the water here.
right.
Right, so you see how this part here, then we have, there's another part to the fruit, right, so this bit here. So the fruit, this here, is normally like this up on the tree, right? And when the fruit gets mature, this bit pops off. You see those cavities there? This is where they have the seeds in it.
Okay.
This will pop off and fall to the ground, exposed like this. So this is where you have your agouti and your other rodent species will come and feed on this here. Now this will remain on the tree until at a later date. Then this will fall off and reach to the ground. Now feel how sturdy this is.
Because looking like iron. Yeah, boy. It's hard, like.
Yeah. So back in the day, the Amerindians would have used these. Now they get bigger ones, they get smaller ones. This here, they could have drilled a little hole here, put a little like a grass straw, and use it as a pipe for tobacco.
Really?
Yeah. So imagine, all right, now they had clay pipes, huh? They had clay pipes. But imagine we going to hunt today.
Because
And this tapir or this animal giving me real beans and we had to run hit all about.
Yeah.
And we falling down and thing. We nice clay pipe could break.
yeah.
So you have one
So
of
they
these,
have a
this is
makeshift.
indestructible kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, why buy one when they can make one? Because to see nature.
Mayaro known for that, bro. What's that? When they're talking about folklore, you see from Toko to Goyari on this in Trinidad.
Them thing for real? I don't feel so.
Never seen none in my life. So I cannot confirm or deny.
But it is here so many stories, eh?
Yes, it does.
The Sukunya, the Lasha Bless, and the this and the that, and the Phantom,
My
and
grandfather, no. Right? This is what my father tell me. My grandfather did shoot a sukunya.
he shoot a Sukunya. He man that home for it though.
No, not like that. This thing flying out and giving the distressing the community now because I always hear some people say, God, sukunya sucking me.
Oh gosh.
Day week. My grandfather, we from the adventurous side, my God. So he is not to say well normal with a normal cartridge you can shoot a thing. And this is like only in the 60s and 50s and we talking about it. Yeah, you have to mount it as my boy saying it.
What?
So you're doing like little
Our ritual.
yeah, you open it, you say a little prayers and you cut like it's scent and thing, you're cutting it, salt and different
What?
kind of this and that, and you pack it back inside the cartridge. No. Them fellas had no formal explosive training. And then put it inside there and he go down. And he didn't shoot he shoot at the ball of fire.
Yeah.
About 2 or 3 days later, they get a message that the old lady on the hill down
Oh
in the
God,
back,
oh.
got a big saw by she like this.
Oh God, oh. But they don't know.
Again, long time people had this habit that they would tell the children, you know, you had doing, and this all about in the forest. So they're making sure by 6 o'clock in the evening,
Everybody inside.
Yeah. You were going nowhere to say, well, do them go hold your drum beat and this and that. You with me too?
Yeah, you frighten your tail back inside 6
Back
o'clock.
in the late 80s.
Uh-huh.
I grew up 8 years, 10 years and in the zoo. And I do so. And my mother would send me down by the neighbor 7:30 in the night. Oh, they're mad.
She care about you.
Yeah. The village I come from, it didn't have no electricity and thing there. So imagine a dark night.
Look at next kind of fungus here. I never saw this one before.
Yeah. The one on the side of the tree, how much here? Three species.
Yeah, this one right here.
How much the one in the basket of the tree?
These are very unique in the sense that mushrooms or fungi is a whole science subject by itself, right? And now who knows, they may be edible, but I not even want to take chance behind it. The only mushroom I
Please
eat
don't.
where I want is where you find in the supermarket.
Right.
Yeah, in the tin. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, because a lot of them could be very poisonous.
So this one here, this tree here, this is what you know as babande.
You will take all the back home.
Yeah, well, this branch fall long.
Have a joke over that. Yeah?
Well, them thing is real because here we go on. They go on by the oyster man. The oyster man high babande thing set up.
Yeah.
So they do so now. This fella say, the baba, the oyster man ask me, say, what babande? He say, yeah. Say, give me a chapter man. I do say if any the man throw so much, I'll do a little bit. He say, double up, double up. But boy, real drink at the end when he going home. A little while after he going in the hospital and yeah. So bois meaning tree, well wood.
Yeah.
Bois, and bandi in French again is to stand.
Right.
So the word
It
literally
means
translates to
the wood stand up.
and how it stand. Yeah. So you see this this is the tree here. Yeah.
So this is the tree what is used for the bark.
Yeah, the back of it.
Oh, well, look how much bark on here. So
No.
none of this sleeping.
In our defense, guys. Not me
Watch how
alone.
much bark.
In my defense, not me alone.
Don't block the wood. I want.
Secondly, this is a broken branch, so we didn't cut it down. It break off from way up on top there and fall down here. So whosoever use it, they had enough. Continue, man.
They had too much. Them still in the hospital.
Yeah, well, we just always think, well, more better now. You know?
What they call it? Matchwood? Okay, so the tree up there is what they use, they harvest to make matches. So they call it the matchwood tree. Back to the starting point. Yeah, sure. You can eat that.
Right, so you see, you crack the top, the outer layer,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the shell you're trying to, shell you're taking out here. You see this little white bit?
Mm-hmm.
That's the jelly. That's what you're going for. See, you take it out like that.
And that's what you're eating.
Mm-hmm. This,
Well,
this is so
seeing that I haven't
Yeah.
had breakfast.
Right.
You want one now?
Yeah, then, right for sure, man.
Yeah.
Come here, papi.
Breakfast, yo. Good to see
Yeah,
nature.
boy, you boy.
What do you call it? Grigri? I don't know none of these things.
But I just carry this thing home for them friend and them, right?
Mm-hmm.
For it to explore something now. Them bastard and I'm leaving that. I go pass a day, see it, and I said, oh, well, eat it all. Right, so you see this one?
That pull out the green.
That's all.
It tastes like coconut, but not sweet.
No.
It look like on the inside.
High up? No. This is the nice soft one, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this one here. This is from our Ola one. Let me
It have a coconut taste, but it's not sweet at the same time.
This morning.
What do you want else given now? This one.
No, just compare this one to the next one.
Mm-hmm. God, Harvard. Okay. It's hard. Dry. Ah, you can buy this?
No.
Alright guys, so we just finished the walking tour. What you call this island, is it? What is it called here? Bush Island. And we learned so much about the flora, the fauna, and the ecosystem inside here, the trees, the different seeds, the different species of birds and different things. And it really was an interesting experience, one that I don't regret you know, coming along on, right? Because I mean, this to me, the river is such a underrated gem that we have right here in Trinidad, And it was such a pleasure to actually come in and see and experience what the Nariva Swamp and Bush Island had to offer. So I definitely hope that you all enjoy this part of it. But we have a boat to catch. Good time, Nico?
Yes, babe.
Right.
Enjoy it. You?
Of course I did. And we had a very good tour guide, Vidish. He will give you all his contact information. You feel like you're in the bayou?
Yeah.
Let me hear you. He'll give you your best bayou accent. Come down.
Towards here.
Let me hear that.
Happy to have you guys here. I hope you spread the word and let us.
Of
let
course,
them know
but to
what we
help
have here.
us spread the word, I need you to tell people to contact you because
Right,
you
so
did an
again-
exceptional job.
Okay. Again, Videsh here from Nariva Bush Talks. You can find me on Facebook and TikTok. We always have a Nariva Bush Talks. That's the page name. You can always find me there, or you can contact me at 367-1473.
Wonderful.
868, that's the country code. Because we're going worldwide.
Yes.
Of course we are. Of course we are.
We are really good.
But Videsh, I bring some pies from my business,
Alright.
Butter Stars. Right? So you had to do a taste test and give the people a true commentary on what you're tasting for bringing them, right? Of course I do.
And moving like it.
Right, Videsh, when you're ready.
Alright, so what we have here now? Which one is which one?
All right. So what you want? So we have, I want you to try the spinach and cheese there. This one here. Right? Spinach good for you.
Yeah. Hey, it's still hot here tonight.
Well, let's see.
They have real good carrying capacity.
Right, so my business is Butter Stars Food Company, right?
Alright.
It's an online bakery. But what we just do, you get these, you're lucky to get these baked. But really, we just sell these packaged and frozen, ready to bake.
Okay.
Right? So give me a true.
Well, the spinach is properly well cooked, I can tell you that.
Right.
The cheesy, you get a nice infusion with the cheesy and the bhaji, as we say here in Trinidad.
Right.
Nice flaky wrapping, well, the pastry itself. So, all in all, a very good note. For the adventurous ones, she tells you to put out a package of pepper sauce on the side.
I get you. So you're missing your pepper.
Yeah, me traditionally, I love pepper.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will eat pepper on almost anything. You can
Right.
put pepper on pepper, I eat in that too.
Right.
So that is all for the pepper lover, but all around are really nice and not, you know, sometimes you go to people and you get a pie, but you're not too sure what it is.
Right.
This one you actually see the amount of filling it has in there.
That one thing we don't play with. We don't play with that at all. I like to give people end-to-end filling. Not,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there we have the bhaji pie, bhaji and cheese.
And while I could give you a sausage roll, I don't think you'll eat anything else in here.
Well, yeah, potato
Right?
sausage.
So, now this is chicken. Chicken sausage. So I'll wrap up the sausage roll here for you.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's good.
And a cheese, right? And
Hey,
I'm leaving
Oliver.
you with that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll leave it. Well, you did an excellent job, you know.
Judging from this,
Yeah.
I have no doubt what they're going to taste like.
Yeah. Putting this here for you, right?
Oh, thank you very much.
Nice, man. All right, Videsh. It really was nice.
Yeah.
Now-
No, this encouraging.
I wish I had a next one to give you.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, and if my wife see this, I didn't eat nothing, eh?
We go block she. Take care, Videsh.
All right, guys. Have a nice one.
Yeah. All right, so we just came back out of the swamp. Amazing experience, must say. First time ever doing something like this, but trust me, it was worth it. And I encourage you all to contact Videsh. He's very knowledgeable about what he's saying, very knowledgeable about the swamp, and support the effort. And people in Trinidad, we always look for things to do. This is something, if you are a bit adventurous, that you can maybe bring your family along on. If you are afraid of boats, I mean, you all saw the pace that we were moving. I think anybody could take that. I don't foresee anybody getting sick with the movement of the boat and all of that. It really is just a nice, calm, interesting experience that I think everybody should do at least one time. But across the road, I see this. That's the name of his business there, and I definitely want to go and try their snow cone, because what I understand is that they use mainly, local fruits to make this syrup. So that is definitely interesting. Let's go check that out. So there's your business here?
Yeah, man. Humble good.
I like that.
No Bodow.
I never hear about Bodow. So it's roast fish and all kind of thing. Is that tell me a bit now?
We just do like a little bit of everything. Like today we doing like today I doing like shrimps. I doing redfish today. I don't think fish and curry today. I ain't got no lobsters yet. So we get lobster but I ain't got none.
Well, they call it important fish, kingfish. I love that too bad.
Yeah. Most people and you kingfish, barracuda, we have salmon. You do all the fish we have in the ocean. All the fish we don't lose.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I come to.
We have a new thing and all we doing and all too. We doing like roast crab. Like the certain thing, we're doing like fish and like shrimps and fries.
Right,
so
right.
We're doing the shrimps and the grill, we're ketchup and background with the white sauce. Right, I'm doing the shrimps and fries in the same way. I'm doing crab also the same way too.
That sounds good.
Crab and the shrimp.
Yeah, no fries right now?
No, no fries right now.
All right.
See what today's idea, like all them like one hotel I do there, I didn't do all that today because how did the weather and the rain and yeah, and half of it because they come out and get everything was supposed to do.
Right. I got you. But we enjoy because a long time I eat kingfish and they're my favorite. I love that too bad.
But I didn't catch the game, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you come today, you get kingfish tomorrow.
I know.
Yeah, they passes only redfish.
No
other fish.
Well, I come on a good day. I don't care about that day. I'm glad I was here. And I'm
Is that all? Is it that different days, the boat and different boat, okay?
Yeah.
Some fish at mango go out. Like what they was I went up. I get 12 pound a kite. Yeah. From that 12 pound kite for one boat. You understand? And in the next boat I get 25 pound a kite. And I get 12 pound of salmon mixed
right.
That, you know, and the salmon gets small.
Well, according to you, is the catch of the day. Right.
Sometimes them chance to me like when the grass plenty of
real weeds on the
right.
beach.
So when red coming, red grass coming, I get like plenty kingfish and salmon and stuff.
Them know what them thing in the
in the net.
Mm-hmm.
The net just go and tie up with the grass and sink fish and all the lost in it. So you get more pot fish, like more redfish,
Mm-hmm.
right. So when that time you come and get like small redfish, plenty redfish.
Mm-hmm.
So you get many fish you get to work that time.
Right.
But all the boats are working and all the boats with different fish on the coastline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I'm gonna take out see my fish cook there a little bit.
Yeah, man. Hope you enjoy your fish.
I will. I know that. All right, Bodow.
Respect.
Right. So. How I think I want this? It's real cool. Do you have extra focus? Yeah. Nice. Thank you.
Catch that bag. Yeah, the roast fish. Get that smile.
Also found it to look right.
I love you, Oko.
Okay. So good, huh? So this is what is given. That we ordered a small kingfish roasted, of course with cheese and okra and carrots and all the different things. Really tasty. Right here from Bodow's. And so far, what I'm really enjoying about this, I'm not gonna lie, is the okra. The okra tasting really good. Well, I like okra, so I'm happy to see it on the fish. But overall, the fish is fresh, the sauce is amazing, and this, well, everything tastes so good. And if you eat like this, real good, and then sit down and take one of these, it must fall asleep. It must fall asleep. Won't take a try to.
Yeah.
Prior to Nick and I buying a vehicle together, right? We didn't have one. So we used to say all the time. Well, not okay. So what we used to do before is rent vehicles, go different places because we didn't have a vehicle. And then, well, eventually we bought a vehicle. And before we got a vehicle, we used to say all the time, when we get a vehicle, we ain't stopping. We're going all over. We're going here. We're going there. We're doing this. We're doing that. They can't stop. We roll. What is it? Rolling Stone Garden almost. Yeah, all that big talk we talk, right? We had this vehicle. Yes, yes, and it's like this is how life has been: work, home, work, home, work. Yeah, so you hear boring that song, right? Nothing, nothing, and between running to work or coming back home, it's like run an errand here, carry somebody there because they ask you to carry them somewhere because you are the one with the car, whatever the case may be, and never any time we would carve out to stop and do something for yourself and really enjoy the things that we have available to us to enjoy, like a little drive to Mayaro, eat a little roast fish, and I think now really is the time for that to change, and it really is a privilege to be able to record our some people they say, some people in my circle they say adventures, but it really is a privilege to record so many things that we're doing and share with you all, because my hope is to inspire you all, those of you who are looking on the video, to see what hidden gems Trinidad have. You may not be able to travel out of the country, but we have nice things going on here right in the backyard, so why not? Why not? We literally drove 3 hours from where we live to Mayaro. It's more than half day by now. Let me see the time. Yeah, now it's like 12:30. and we really enjoying this side. Literally, we had the intention to go to Toko, but right here in Mayaro, we anchor for the longest while, and we thoroughly enjoying ourselves. So give it a try. Come down here, take a swamp tour, eat a little Bodows. You can breathe. Oh God, in the bayou. You want in the bayou. So we're still in Mayaro, and well, what we encountered on this part of the beach here is two set of hand sails being full on the beach. So it looked like um, some excitement, like they were coming in here with a net. So we're watching to see what fruit that net gonna bring. But see that net bring. I don't know. We have been up. We don't have that.
Go fall in. Yeah, man, you're looking good on the train. Eh? Go down, Olive, go down, go down. Come on, Oli, na pump and Oli. The kickers are pumping, Oli. The one in the back of the Seine. Oli, drop, Ray. Ray, watch.
What's your going on now?